Hi, my name is Stefan. I'm working for Open Knowledge in our site in Essen. And I want to talk about serverless computing today. So, as you can, when you look at the dev and ops, we are mostly on the dev side, so our heart lives in developing applications. And we are working with servers for almost 20 years now, but we have a difficult relationship with servers because sometimes our relationship is more like a nightmare. Why is it? Because when we have to deal with servers, we have to think about operating systems, files, storage, CPU, memory, and so on. A lot of stuff that doesn't have anything connected to our applications we want to develop. That's why I and several of my colleagues, we had a dream. We want to go further because we try to have no servers, no stress, because dealing with infrastructure, dealing with servers costs us a lot of time and makes a lot of effort during development in the last 20 years. But if we can we can concentrate on developing. That's why we try to get serverless. Maybe you know that guy, that's the CTO of Amazon. And he mentioned a few years ago, no server is easier to manage than no server, which means if you don't have to care about infrastructure, you can really concentrate on the business needs. That's why we try to run code, not server. And this results to something you may have heard about, which is called serverless, or also known as function as a service. What's about function as a service? We have a list of players today, like Amazon Lambda, Google Cloud Functions, Microsoft Azure, or IBM OpenWhisk, which provides you the possibility to implement function as a service solutions. And the main player in this scenario, I will tell you as an example on Amazon AWS. So that's a Lambda. That's a serverless, event-driven compute service. It's something like a microservice without a server, or as you can say, also a nano-service. A really small service which only has the size of a simple function. And it's full power. It reaches with the ecosystem around. It's also provided by Azure as well. So this is just an example. You can switch between both players very well, but even if you have the vendor lock, that's the downside. Anyway, you have a lot of infrastructure, a lot of machine learning, artificial intelligence services, and other services around you can use. So how does it work when you want to work serverless? The main idea is that you have stateless code you can write in several languages like Node.js, Python, Java, C#. When you are using Azure, Java is not available, but C#, Python, and Node as well works on both for both solutions. The basic idea is you have applications who are invoking your serverless functions, and you have a list of events sent by the infrastructure provided by the cloud provider. And the function as well can react on these events, can handle it, can return responses to the calling applications as well to the infrastructure around. What does it mean for us? We go a bit further and try to make a nice solution you may have seen today, our serverless Fotobox. This is a really nice and short example working with a tablet and a React Native app, which just take a picture of you, send it to the cloud, scale it to the right size, add a nice frame around, and then send it back. So that the picture can be printed. How does it work? We just send our picture to the Amazon Web Service S3 service into a bucket. The bucket, the S3 service sends an event to our Lambda function, The Lambda function is listening to this event, then getting the image from the S3 bucket, resize it, put it back to the bucket, and then we have another round for the frame around. And at the end, the image is sent back to our application. So this is just a simple example how to work with serverless functionality, but we can go much further. For example, in general, serverless provides us the possibility to do data and file processing for an insurance company we are working with. For example, we implemented driver license recognitions. So they want their customers to upload their driver license, and they are trying to automatically get information from these driver license by RVS recognition or other artificial intelligence services. In addition to that, we also implemented some mobile native push functionality for them, because it's really hard to do push notifications on iOS and Android devices directly on your own, because it's very cost intensive to set up the gateways on your own. Both big cloud providers enables you, and in combination with a serverless solution, you can easily set up such an environment, and that's what we do. In addition to that, you are able to do a lot of data and analytics. You can scan logs as well. You can do user traffic. All that is possible on demand. And the nice thing, it scales up to your needs. You only have to pay for what you use, and you don't have to care about maximum load. You don't have to care about off times. That's all handled by the cloud provider for you, and you can concentrate on just running code, just providing functionality for your customers. So if you are interested to see our solution, we have provided it at GitHub, and there's the full project available, so you can set up your own Fotobox if you like. Otherwise, it would be great to see you all at our Fotobox tonight during the party. Take some pictures, have some fun. And it would be great to talk with you about serverless computing. Thanks.